It's old Big Bob. How are ya? Went to a little restaurant here off of a street called Main Street. And I guess it's in Baldwin Park. But you see, it's just right next to Arcadia. It's right below the dam here. I'll show you that. Here's the dam, Santa Anita. Look at all those rocks. Isn't that something? They used all those rocks. They just piled them up to hold down the soil. And then there's people up there walking, and isn't that amazing? Biking. Incredible. Someday I got to go up there. I'll have to go up there someday and see all that. I've been driving by this all my life. As a little boy, we would drive out from Pomona where we were. Boy, people just went right through a red light. I mean, I'm just like, anybody else coming? The person next to me is the same feeling. Like, what? What the? Scary. I remember coming out as a kid and seeing all those rocks going, wow. It seems so beautiful to me. Just pure rocks. No plant life whatsoever. Not a tree, not a bush, just all river rocks, all sun-baked and in the sand, and they're at a real severe angle, so they're very strong. There's no way that any of them would ever, you know. How about grace today? God's grace. God is so good. God is so good. God. I just met a man named Alex, by the way. He's at the Tezog restaurant there. Kind of like Romeo and Juliet, he said. It's just like the story of Romeo and Juliet, but it happens in Mexico. So that was pretty cool. After 10 days, thanks to God's grace, I was able to climb into a shower. Amazing. I knew that because I counted the socks. I was also able to do laundry, and I washed out 10 pairs of socks. So I knew I'd been on the road for 10 days. A lot of wet wipes, and a lot of... I never did get to... I was going to go to there's a office build I go to, and they let me use the restroom there. I'm able to shave, but I wasn't able to shave for 10 days. I was going a regular Santa Claus beard again. All right, so God's grace. And Ephesians 2:8-9 says, and I declare, that for grace have you been saved through faith. For by grace you have been saved through faith. And it says, now grace, of course, is something we don't deserve. So the next words make a lot of sense. It says that, and this is not of your own doing. One of the things I noticed about The Handmaid's Tale is that Serena was talking like, well, it's because June was asking her, Offred asked her, she said, well, do you miss working? And because obviously they missed working, they really missed it. It was, Serena missed typing and writing and working and being involved. She missed it. But her answer was, well, it's a small sacrifice to get back into God's grace. The statement is like, cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. You don't work to get grace. Grace is unmerited favor. Grace is not earned. Judah Smith, Church Home, likes to point out that when Peter fell into the water. He was walking along just fine. And then he looked around and said, "What am I doing?" And then sank straight away. So Jesus he did not shun, scold, correct, modify. Jesus just welcomed him right back in. Jesus simply and quietly just continued on. The prodigal son, the father, he didn't have his team of lawyers out there. "Okay, buddy, tackle him. See if he'll sign the paperwork." No. The father was out there with open arms, gracious, loving, and kind. And why is that? Because it's a gift of God. It's a gift of God. It's a gift of God. I know of a family where the daughter is over 18. She's over 18. And her daddy has her pay a certain amount of money every single month. So I said to the family, I said, "Well, wouldn't it be awesome if that money was being put into an account? And then when that young person gets to a certain point, and they have to have a deposit, or they got to have a hunk of money." And most young people, I know I did, they, "Grandma, can I have, $2,000? I'll pay it right back." And of course, I always got square. I didn't owe my grandparents any money or my aunt any money. I paid everything off. I was always good with paying the money back. At the same time, so I told the family, I said, "Why don't you just put that money in an account?" They went, "No, we haven't." I thought, well, that's really sad, because it'd be what a blessing it would be. Look, what a blessing you'd have to be able to stand there and say, "We put this money aside for you, sweetheart, and we didn't tell you we were doing it. As far as you were concerned, it was money that was given away. But as grace would have it, we're going to give you this money, so you don't have to borrow the $2,000 from us. This is the money that we've been saving for you in your name, that you actually earned. We just saved it for you." Wouldn't that be an amazing, gracious, kind, loving, awesome story? Wouldn't that be amazing? That'd be googly eyes. Ho, 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 ho. The verse continues on to say, "Not a result of works." So signing the autographs like Muhammad Ali did. Watch this guy go. Watch it. He's just behind me like at light speed. I'm just like cruising in here I'm way, way past him. You don't have to race to the stop sign. You don't have to race to the stop sign. That's all I'll say. I don't have to race to a stop sign. No. Let the stop sign go. You don't have to race to it. It'll be there. Yeah, his name be lifted high. Amen, amen, amen. There it is. I'm amazed at your grace, Lord of all. Wow.
surrender.
surrender our life to the Lord. Your name be lifted high. Amen. No wonder we worship, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. That's Ephesians 2, 8-9. Wow, what a great verse. What a great CVS. I think that might be it. This might be the pharmacy I'm looking for.